Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of TightSpot's Lounge. We are live on the Twitch and the YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. We have a great episode. I say that every time. I don't know if they're always great, but we try to make them great here. And we have a movie that I picked. And, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys all maybe watched it. I have no clue if you guys all did. Who's ever here watching us today? Let us know in the chat once you arrive. But Nakattack, how you doing, man? How was your week? Anything spectacular happen for you?
Not really. I've just been reading / listening a lot of books past couple weeks. I'm kind of on a nonfiction kick right now.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Nonfiction.
I'm reading a good one. It's called "Do Hard Things," and it's all about kind of the science of what makes us kind of overcome adversity.
Okay.
And it's definitely not the old school, do it till you puke or
yeah.
tough it out. That's not that gives short-term games, but does a lot of long-term damage. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in that one.
Nice. V-Dub, what's going on? Thanks for joining us on the Twitch chat. Great to have you here. V-Dub, how was your week?
Video running on Twitch? I'm not seeing anything on there.
It's on Twitch.
Weird. Is my camera angle okay? Because that's what I go by.
Yeah, you look good on Twitch. I think it should be live on Twitch. Looks like I'm live. Give me a second. Yeah, my video's good. I see it. I don't know what's going on. My week has been okay. Well, V-Dub, thanks for joining us. It's great to have you here. I know you've been busy working at your job there and haven't been able to make the streams, but greatly appreciate you anytime you can be here. And anyone who's out there watching, thank you guys for being here. My week's been great to mid. It started off great during the weekend. I got to go to AEW for Collision and Double or Nothing. And one of the videos is on TikTok. Has hit 8K views. 8,000 views. Can you believe that, Nakattack?
That's practically viral.
Yeah, for me. I mean, from being a small town.
Man.
Yeah. It was Hook putting Big Bill through a table that went 8,000 views. And Hiroshi Tanahashi's Frog Splash got 4,000 plus views. You're watching hockey and working on content? Cool. I know right now Edmonton's beating up on the Stars and about to be up 3-2 in the series there. But yeah, AEW was great. Just dealing with stuff with the wife because a lot of bullshit that, it's so old school that, you put it online, but, you have to call us and let us know still that she has changed her address. Why? I don't know. Fuck that. That's stupid. But yeah, that's what I had to deal with today. But yeah, life's been alright. Been working. Work's been enjoyable. Not too much going on at the Virgin. But no, I haven't gotten to see her yet. I see her on the phone all the time. Her and I do video calls there, V-Dub. But next weekend, my brother is coming out to Vegas, so that's awesome. I get to see him. I haven't seen him in a couple years. So I get to see good old TightSpot's brother. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Is your nephew gonna be
No. He's not coming. Joe's okay. So my brother's name is Joe. For anyone out there who doesn't know,
just in my chair.
I'm sorry to dox myself. I don't care. But yeah, he's coming out to do a tournament that he got comped in, which is crazy. It's like $3,500 buy-in or something like that. But he got it all comped, so that's pretty insane.
For poker?
Yeah, I think for poker. Yeah. So
okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so he'll be doing that, and we'll be probably eating some nice restaurants. I'll probably post on TikTok and whatnot, guys. So if you guys aren't on TikTok or Twitter or Blue Sky or Instagram or Threads, then you're not following us on any of those. You're missing out on some good content. But we're here to talk about a movie that's been out for a little bit. It came out in 2018, correct? 2018. I have it up here. I believe it's 2018. Yes, 2018. Starring Melissa McCarthy, Elizabeth Banks, Maya Rudolphs, and Leslie David Baker and Joel Mchale. Michael McDonald's in the movie as well. If you guys don't remember him from Mad TV or The Heat, where he played the albino in that.
Who is Michael McDonald in this movie?
He's Rudolph Scargill. He's Rudolph Scargill, the exec, the studio head.
Wow, he was unrecognizable.
Yeah. Yep. Michael McDonald.
He had like a full head of hair in the movie, because I'm so used to seeing him with like a shaved head.
Yeah, the shaved head or the bowl cut when he was Stewart on Mad TV.
With Stewart, yeah.
Yeah. No. But yeah, so yeah, they're all in this movie, and it's a big cast of people, and also like random people who does the voices of the puppets and all that. It's a puppet movie, guys. It's not for kids though, which Nakattack hopefully did not show this movie to his kids, because if he did.
Logan watched it with me. It was fine.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, Logan. Oh my god, I would love to get Logan's thoughts on this movie. I'm sorry, that would be funny, to get his thoughts on the movie. But yeah, what else is there to say about our weeks? Not much. All right, so let's talk about the movie like we are. That's what we're hearing. If you haven't seen it, VW, it's on Tubi for free. So go watch it along with us as we talk about the movie, and then it's like our live commentary of the movie that you're watching instead of the hockey game.
John, I remember when this first came out, because there was a controversy with the tagline. It was all Sesame or no Sesame, all Street. I remember that was like in trouble for having that in the tagline, but they won the lawsuit or whatever. Like I remember, like I remember I heard about this movie before.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I knew it had Muppets in it, but I totally forgot about it since it was released.
Mm-hmm.
And it was driving me nuts. And then when I saw that poster, I was like, oh, that like all the memories came flooding back about what I knew about the movie.
And that's awesome. That's great. My wife and I really wanted to see this, so we actually saw it in theaters. Pre-COVID, so.
Was this theatrically released, or was it straight to video?
Oh, it was theatrically. It was theatrically released. Yes, it was in theaters. It was in theaters for sure. At that time, I know you. That was 6 years ago, so you were.
Oh, my twins were probably just born around the time. So
yeah, so that's
there was
why.
No way I was leaving the house.
Yeah, so that's why. Hi, Reed. Good to see you. Let us know your thoughts on the Happytime Mirrors if you haven't seen it yet. It's on Tubi for free. It's starring Melissa McCarthy and a bunch of other people as well, and voices of characters that we'll be talking about here and showing the trailer here in a second. So you know what? Let's do this. Before we dive any further, let's do it the right way. All right? Let's show the trailer. For anyone who has never seen this movie or seen the trailer of this movie, we're going to watch it right now with you. Right here, right now, on TightSpot's Lounge. Enjoy.
The way we work.
It's a spoiler-filled trailer. Like
having a place that provides a visual of what everyone's
Not
working.
really.
Ooh, active projects. Team planning.
I love
Ooh, Red
seeing
Band
this.
trailer.
Hiya, folks.
I love when they showed the Muppets walking. For some
Yeah.
reason, I just love every shot that happens.
50 cents.
That's
I'll
how suck your dick.
Well, it's a great price. It almost makes me wish I had a dick for you to suck.
Oh, I'll take that as a yes.
You two are the most decorated officers in this department. What do you say?
looks like a rubber gone wrong to me.
This wasn't a robbery. This was a hit. Someone out there is killing puppets.
Yeah.
Hey, handsome.
You looking for some rotten cotton?
I'm a woman.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's even
Got
better.
a good time for you.
We're gonna catch the bastards who did these murders. Because bodies are gonna start piling up.
You're one of the best damn cops I've ever seen.
I'll have your badge for this. I'm in the
crime
fucking
noir with
FBI.
puppets.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's that stand for? Fucking big idiot?
There was
Yep.
If shit gets crazy, I'm gonna go crazy as shit.
So when she hurt herself with that door kick. That was great.
This pure ecstasy.
I'm not doing this.
Do it.
When McCarthy dies in the movie and then wakes up.
Oh,
It's
sorry
great.
about your dead human friend, Philip.
was this before or after Bridesmaids?
This is
Well, fuck me.
after. This is way after. Bridesmaids
Still on?
was in 2011.
He's servicing a client.
How was it that long ago?
Yeah, 2011.
Here I go.
That was a sex scene. I mean, the sex scene. I don't know which one's better, guys. We have to rate the sex scene of Team America World Police versus this one. Which one was better? Which one was Gruber? Yeah, MacGruber. That sex machine's crazy and shit too. But I'm talking about like puppets between the two puppet films. Which one was better, Team America World Police or Happytime Murders? Which sex scene was better? Any thoughts? Anyone out there? Yes, this is the one with the hardcore cum scene. That's correct. You were
Making it Moana too.
yeah, Moana 2. They're making yeah. And then you know what? Did you see this? Did you see this yet? Let's show this. Let's talk about this real quick.
UFC
Not this, not the UFC,
versus Poirier for the lightweight
but Beetlejuice 2.
Here's a preview. Be
Oh
warned.
yeah, I like
It's
that the new
intense.
trailer they released for that. The first one sucked.
Yeah, it was.
It was doing that shit thing that they always do, where they play like some classic song in a slow piano version of the, and they're doing it with the day. Like, that doesn't work with that.
Can't believe Grandpa's dead. Death is hard.
Yeah, they wrote out the dad of this movie, by the way, which is great because
He's a sex fiend, isn't he?
yeah, something like that.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon
I know he was
terrorized
in,
our entire family and tried to force
What
me
was
to
that
marry
movie we
him.
watched not too long ago with the TV?
Stay tuned.
I believed he was
Yeah.
gone forever until you found this in the attic. Ew.
That was like
Who's
months
Beetlejuice?
ago. I don't remember what. It was
Say
like
that name.
last
Beetlejuice.
year, I think.
No, Astrid, I'm
I know when they
serious.
showed the first trailer for this, I was concerned it just looked like a remake of the first movie, but this one looks like the world opens up a lot more.
Yeah, it definitely does.
They're actually kind of doing something different with the sequel.
They're like bringing in the more.
And I love the line, "The juice is loose" right there. That's pretty funny.
They're definitely bringing in more of the characters. I mean, honestly, the character with the shrunken head, you know, and then William Dafoe's in it. Like, I'm like,
Well, I kind of hated that the shrunken head guy's there. It's like, why is he back? Just because he was in the first movie? It's like,
maybe because he
that's
teamed.
just wanking off fan service.
Well, maybe because he woke up. Well, he maybe teamed up with Beetlejuice in the time being in the storyline. But like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, why wouldn't you? I mean, honestly, it's a great character.
Beetlejuice.
It's
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your
Well, I gotta say
imagination?
that shot with the sandworms looks pretty shit. I think it looked better in the first movie.
okay. Maybe they're gonna work on it. Maybe this is just the trailer version of it. We shall see September 6th in IMAX. Oh yeah, the
Are they
ending.
planning on making the third one? Just based on the title?
That would be interesting. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see what happens in this one here when it comes out and how well it does. But yeah, so So there you go. They were talking about more movies. I love it because of the trailer. I wanted to talk about it. I think the plot of the film is that Jenna goes to hell to try and save her mom, aka the Broadway show. Oh, okay. I haven't seen the Broadway show. That's interesting that they brought the Broadway show of it into a movie, even though it's already, kind of already been written and done, so to say, like you've said there, Reed. Giants Reach says Yuckies about to start. Well, hopefully the Yankees lose. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. V-Dub. But yeah, so there we go. We're talking about more movies. We're talking about our movie right now, the Happytime Murders. Triple X rated, basically Muppets, which I thought was fun when I first saw it 6 years ago. And the storyline, I mean, honestly, it's an interesting storyline because honestly, it's like really like a cop drama comedy that you.
I disagree. It's a very generic noir plot.
It is. And
the only thing special about it is the gimmick with the Muppets.
What would have been cool if they would have continued this, like, not like they continue the story like afterwards, like him being back on the force. It would be like a cool cartoon comedy, which I know you mentioned when we were talking about the quality of filming as well, in the fact that some things were different between some scenes, and we'll get to that. So Boy Kills World was fun. I don't know if it's been good. Have you seen that, Nakattack?
What is it?
Boy Kills World, the new movie that came out. It's a movie that came out. That's out. I don't know really much about it, but that's what Reed's about to do. Well, Reed, have fun with that. So, yeah, like this movie, like you said, it's a very generic one. But like the comedy, I like the aspect of that, and in the see, like, even though we grew up with the Muppets, that they could actually bring puppets that were like, crude humor and all that to life, and I mean, it's been done, but I think it's fun. I think it's a fun movie. It's a laugh here and there. But Nakattack, go ahead, tell me what you think. Like, what else do you want to talk about?
Well, no, I think the puppets are amazing. Like, I couldn't tell if there was any CG. It looked like it was all
green screen and everything.
Done. But, yeah, I mean, they showed in the credits how they had like guys in green screen suits helping make the puppets look like they were walking, which I liked instead of just having computer animated Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mentioned, we watched the trailer. I loved every shot where you just got to see a Muppet standing or walking. I love that stuff. I don't know why. I just love it. It was so cool.
He's fanboying over puppets standing. That's great because it's like, you're used to the Muppets just being behind like, or like ventriloquist dummies just being behind like something walking and not seeing them actually walk on land or whatever.
It just helps add a little extra life to the world.
Yeah, and they could have easily have not done that. They could have been something so simple or generic to see the quality of the film, what they cared about, and they took care of that because it made it more realistic that they were actually part of a human universe instead of just like they were put on there CGI wise or cartoonish wise. Like it could have been like that, like in Cold World or other movies from back in the day that they did. Roger Rabbit, which was by far we're gonna watch it.
That's ever been done.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it just to say praises because honestly, that's a great movie and very worth watching any day of the week, any time of the year. But go ahead.
We rewatched that like within the past year. And like my kids love it. My kids loved it, so it still holds up with like every age group, and I loved it. I mean, it's great.
Coach,
Roger Rabbit's almost perfect.
Yeah. I think that's we'll talk about that. Even though it's like okay, we're not really like bringing that movie to life on our show yet this summer because
it's actually a good comparison because that's also a cop noir one, but that actually has a better plot, and and they did it kid friendly, but I mean, there's a lot of innuendo and stuff for adults, but it's not like so in your face as this one is.
Definitely, and that's why like Roger Rabbit wasn't rated R like this was. So like they made sure to put like the Red Band trailer out for the adults to see, and then be like, okay, the kids aren't allowed to see this movie even though it's puppets. So like, I don't know, like it's a lot of like, yeah, it is kind of like Roger Rabbit with what they did back in the day in the cop noir, but yeah, like they're like, okay, you know what, we're gonna do in your face comedy because that's what is like was big in 2018, I think, because like right now a lot of the comedies aren't in your face that I've seen in a while.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, I was kind of put off by how intense it was, just because it just seemed like they were trying too hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, another Muppet said fuck or cock or suck my dick. Okay, like it was funny the first time because it was a Muppet, but you got to do more with the comedy. Not to say this movie wasn't funny. It definitely had a lot of funny moments, but the language and stuff kind of wore thin as far as the comedy factor with it.
Okay.
Especially when the Muppets were doing it.
Yeah. Coach, we're talking about the Happytime murders. It's on Tubi. I posted about it in the Discord as well. Wanna fuck? Yeah. Read. Yeah. Like they said it a lot in that movie, and then like the whole I'm a the one I'm a sexima. That was funny. I mean, in the beginning there with how the girl puppet and all that did all that shit with this stuff. But yeah, the innuendos. I couldn't think of the word there. Sorry. But yeah, so if anyone hasn't seen it, it's out there. It's been out there for 6 years, almost gonna be 6 years here. But it for its time, when Muppets were kind of getting shit on by Disney and not really making sense to bring into movies, this was a turn of events. I mean, honestly, it's a Brian Henson flick. John Henson's son, something completely different off the wall. A complete 360 of what his dad did with the Muppets. I mean, the Muppets never really had that many sexual innuendos, and they were made for kids. You did have the fawning of Kermit and Miss Piggy and all that, but that wasn't like anything sexual like this was. And so I think Brian did this on purpose to make like his own footprint with the Muppets, like his dad did. And how by the way, I just saw this that it came out today. There is a Jim Henson. I'm going to say John Henson. Jim Henson biography movie that's out on Disney Plus right now. It just came out today. Yeah. I mean, dude, SNL. But like, I'm saying like a full-fledged movie. Did they really do a movie like this? I mean, honestly, not saying like, it got that hardcore like this did. I mean, this is a movie of F word every 5-10 minutes, or even less than that. I don't even know. Maybe 2 minutes every 3 minutes. And then the sexual innuendos and all that kind of stuff. The Muppets back in the day never did that kind of shit. The Muppets here, okay.
And it's a weird who's of comedy TV stars.
Yeah, and then how about the moment where Detective Edwards, we'll talk about it, where Detective Edwards walks out and says, "I would fuck the one guy," and the funny thing is that's her husband in real life. Like he makes a cameo in this movie.
Yeah. When she gets fired or whatever.
Yeah. So that's her husband.
Edward McCarthy, in case everyone's wondering.
Huh?
Edwards is played by Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, so anyone who doesn't know that, we'll talk about that in a second. You know what? We're going to show the pictures now up here. There you have. There's Detective Edwards, and Phil, who's the character, right here, right there, boom, you see it, and
That's my favorite Muppet. That one there, for whatever reason, I love that one.
you love
There's
the
a good shot of him standing. I love that.
you love the guy they make fun of about how he doesn't get much poon as a puppet. But yeah, Reed, Muppet Take Manhattan. I don't know. It blurred the edges, but this definitely went full throttle into inappropriateness with puppets. There's a sex scene in there. There's sugary ecstasy.
Porno shop with weird stuff going on there. There's like a Muppet octopus jerking off a Muppet cow. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like that's the part where I'm like, okay, you're just trying too hard, right? It's like,
it's fun though. It's fun. It makes you laugh. And oh, okay. Okay, Reed, I'm sorry you were on YouTube as well. Reed said you can't compare them on sex scenes. Team America's sex scene was hot. No, he's wrong. The Deo cover is awesome. I love Stay Tuned, one of my favorites. Jeffrey is a perfect bad guy. Yep, Reed, I agree with all that. The Deo cover
John caught up 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't look over on the YouTube. Not many people go there. But I appreciate you, Reed, for being a... Go ahead.
Since the pictures are flipping through, I just wanted to comment on the cinematography, how it was kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde situation. Like there's some shots where it looks very cinematic, and then there's other shots where it looks like TV sitcom. And I get it, you got like bright lighting for a comedy and stuff, but it just seemed weird. Like there's a huge contrast between certain scenes.
Like this one right there, the cinematic one about the drug den, and then you have the picture with them two sitting there at the bar, which kind of looks like a TV show. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting, the contrast of those two. But the lighting, yeah, definitely, like, I don't know, like, if that was, like,
it makes me wonder, like what did Brian Henson shoot everything, or was some stuff shot by someone else, and did he do the more cinematic looking ones, or the more TV show looking ones? It's just kind of weird the way different scenes look.
And honestly, you could look at it this way, that is, this moment at the bar, they kind of realized who did it, They kind of realized, like, oh, it could have been the twins, but then they, go look for the twins, and the twins, the cousins, not the twins.
The plot was so predictable. It was obviously going to be, like, spoilers, it was obviously going to be the lady that hired him, because we needed some big revelation for the villain at the end, and that was like the only puppet that kept kind of in the background that they weren't talking about, and I was like, okay, it's going to be her who's behind it.
Yeah, it was, what was the name of the... Looking for it.
But then I didn't understand what her full plot was, because what's her name, Jenny was alive at the end.
Yeah.
But like she died in a car crash, so like wouldn't the money go to nobody since all the cast members died? And doesn't that just prove Phil's innocence, that she's still alive? The third act was just kind of like, just whatever, we just need to wrap this movie up.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of was jargo, but like I don't think, like, in the end, like, she wasn't like, Sandra, who was the puppet that we're talking about. It's one of those things where you're like, how did she really die? Did she die in that car? But don't they show that she left the car somehow?
No, it was just edited in such a way that you didn't actually see her blow up.
Yeah.
But it could have been done better, because it was almost instant, because you hear the car turn on and then kablamo.
Yeah, you do. And
well, actually, let me rephrase it. You hear car door shut, then engine immediately start, then kablamo. So it's just...
Yeah, it may be a timing issue with that. But yeah, it didn't really kill the vibe of the movie after that, because then you're like, oh shit, she's dead. It couldn't be her. Then, you know, you're like, who could it be? And then it was like, it's Sandra, because of the, like, you see the flashback of the gun with why he left the force, and you're like, oh shit, that's her. Now she's an adult. She's out for revenge because of that. And it's kind of like, you know, like you said, it's an old cop noir, kind of like you've seen this storyline before. Coach, I'm not gonna write a script, bro. You're funny. Jesus, everybody wants me to do stuff. But yeah, like it's a movie. I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm gonna say this, like
it's a movie.
It's a
Put that on
movie.
the poster.
It's a movie. Like, it could for every freaking movie you could put it's a movie. But yeah, like the whole thing I want to say is, like, I enjoyed it and I enjoyed watching it again, but it's like maybe I watch it in a few years down the line, but I don't need to see it again because I've seen it before. And, you know, we're talking about it now, so it's like one of those movies, like, I can put it in a shelf and vault it for a while. But TightSpot's Lounge. Yes, thanks, Reed. But yeah, like, you know, it's where you get to the point where you've seen this movie, and I know you're going to get to your rating here in a second. It's a movie that you don't really need to talk about a lot of it, but if you want to go deep into, like, the camera work, or, you know, just like the overall choices for voices of the Muppets, maybe, or whatever. Yeah, so there you go. You do that. You make a shirt, and we'll sell it. They're talking about that line that we just said. But yeah, so it's go ahead, Nakattack, go ahead.
No, I just remember there was one scene that seemed like it had a punchline that was cut out, which was when Edwards and Phil are first reunited as partners, and they're, you know, arguing and bickering, and they're in the car, and Melissa McCarthy grabs 2 cigarettes from him.
Yeah.
And she just starts smoking 2 cigarettes at once, and that was just like the end of the scene. I was like, what was the punchline of that? It seemed like something was cut there or something. It was just such a weird scene. Like, they could have just cut that entirely.
Yeah, I think it's because I think she did say it's like I smell like a China shop or something like that in it on Tubi. I watched it, and I was just watching it a little bit ago. Oh my god, these guys are crazy. They're having fun in the chat over there on Twitch, guys. If you guys are on the YouTube watching this later on as well. But yeah, like it could have been a little bit longer, just like tweak it a little bit, like not like.
No, it didn't need to be longer. It was perfect.
No, they could have not like cut out that. They could have been like that section, not the whole movie. That section that you were talking about there with the cigarettes. They could have easily have weaved whatever they cut out back into what they should have had there. I want to make a movie that does well, but the reviews still are. It was a movie. I watched it. They filmed something. Reed, that's every movie. You could just put that on Yelp. You could just review every movie like that on IMDb and be like, hey, I made this guy famous because of that line. So
That's my
Nakattack.
thoughts on Dude, Where's My Car? It's a movie that did well, and I saw it and I was like, it was a movie. They filmed something.
That's the movie that we're not going to be watching next on TightSpot's Lounge. But, our summer is here, guys. Before we get to that, our final thoughts on Happytime Murders. So let's talk about it. What do we have to say? Final results of this movie. I enjoyed it. I've watched it multiple times. I think it's time to put it in the vault for myself. But if you guys have not seen it, go watch it. Have a laughter on a Saturday night. Have some friends over who may have never seen it either. And just have yourself a good night. I think it's a solid 3.5 out of 5.
I disagree. You don't need to see this one. It's a solid 2 out of 5. There's some ha-has. The plot is way predictable. It's been done better in Roger Rabbit, like we discussed. But some of the Muppets are cool, so I don't know if you're into Muppets, maybe you might have some enjoyment out of it, but
Okay. All right. That's cool. It's our opinions, and we love each other. We're best friends. We're good people. We don't get upset when people hate on each other's stuff. We have done it both ways. So we are here to have a good time. And if you guys have seen the movie, go watch it. If you haven't, well, if you've watched it, let us know your thoughts in the comments on YouTube, maybe later on, or on Twitch throughout the week when I'm on and Nakattack is being a family man over there on the other side of the country. But so Nakattack, our summer is here, guys. So we are going to be doing the summer of sequels that we haven't seen the first movie of ever.
Well, not necessarily. Just maybe a sequel that we're just not familiar with.
Okay. All right. Wow. I added my own tell twist to it.
The rule is it has to be a sequel that one of us hasn't seen. That's the rule.
Okay. All right, then I can. Okay, we're making rules as we go along here. we don't talk during the week a lot about stuff, but I like these rules. You know, it has to be a sequel one of us have never seen. It has to be. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing, it has to be a sequel both of us have never seen, as well. It could be like in chance of some of the movies that we're going to choose. And 3, the viewers out there have to watch it. Please watch along. Come in and have a good time with us. That's all we ask. No, we're not watching Police Academy 8. There's not a new one. I know Gutenberg has a book
Did they
out.
make an 8th one?
I don't know.
I lost track after Mission to Moscow, which I think was part 6 or 7.
I think there's Police Academy. I think there's let me check this out.
That's like one of the few '80s movies that hasn't been remade. That and Gremlins somehow dodged the bullet.
What about Revenge of the Nerds? They haven't remade that.
Yeah, okay. I guess there's a couple of comedy franchises that have somehow dodged the remake for whatever reason.
How many? I don't know how many are there. Someone tell me. I think there's 8, 7.
Revenge of the Nerds is definitely a product of its time. I couldn't see that really being relevant nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. Rush Hour movies could be one of them. I don't.
Never saw Rush Hour 3.
You seen Rush Hour 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I've sat down and watched bits and pieces, but we're not talking about any of those here on these coming episodes.
Reed, I concur. Nerds in Love was a good sequel.
I'm gonna just say I love Revenge of the Nerds. They're all great movies. The second one,
the first one's a little rapey, but
yeah.
If you ignore that scene, it's a funny movie.
True, very true, and we don't condone that R word. And if you do that, you guys are assholes. I would definitely do a rewatch of all the Rush Hours. I'm curious how well it holds up after all these years. Coach, that's an idea for you, bro. We may do that. Our summer of tweakles. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll just watch tweakles of all movies like Scream 3, Rush Hour 3, Cars 3.
Retroactively go back to the winner and do prequels.
Yeah, Cars 3. We'll do prequels of movies that we don't even know anything about.
Scream 3.
Second one was better.
Who's picking our first sequel, John? Me or you?
Well, I think we do this. We give the chat an option. We give each other choices right now. We both give a choice because we have an active chat. We should reward these people for watching us here today. And don't you agree, Nakattack? Is that a reward?
I'm game with that.
So I'm going to go with a movie that we both not seen, and it's a family movie since we kind of done an adult comedy cartoon movie-ish with there. We're gonna go back to be lighthearted on the show for the first one this summer, and We're gonna go with Paddington 2. It's a battle pair called Paddington.
John's pick is Paddington 2. I am picking a movie that I kind of forgot was made because I think it was released and I didn't hear like anything about it. So I haven't looked it up because I want to be kind of surprised. But I've yet to see the final Rambo movie, Last Blood. So that's my pick: Rambo 5 or Paddington 2.
Yeah, let me put the poll in right now. We're gonna put the poll right now in the chat. I'm gonna get it up here. Manage a poll. Create a new poll. Movie do a watch. Paddington.
Oh yeah, we tried watching Winnie the Pooh, but they're behind a paywall on freaking Peacock.
Yeah, I think. Wait, Paddington 2's. Where's that on? Is that on? That's on Paramount. I think. I have to check. Hold on. And then you said Rambo 5.
Yep.
Okay.
I remember at one point Rambo 5 was they're working on Rambo 5 and it was going to be about Rambo hunting down some sort of
3 minutes on the poll, guys. 3 minutes on the poll.
Oh man, I would love to see whatever script that was floating around for that.
Yeah, the Winnie the Pooh ones are on. What?
Well, I don't think we need to watch that third Major League movie.
Back to the Minors.
Into the Minors is such a meta title because that's what the quality of the film went to.
Oh no! Never mind. We can't do Paddington 2.
Why not?
I thought it was on something.
You can't put it out there and then take it away from everybody.
Because it's not on anything. It was.
You get a library card.
It's not on the library. It's not on the library, is it? I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it? I saw it somewhere. Did they take it off? Sons of bitches. Or is it on Tubi? It was on Tubi. Maybe. Hold on.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen those Major League movies. I might as well have not seen them. I don't think I've seen any of them since they first came out.
Oh no, it's only the first
I
one.
actually saw Major League 3 in theaters, and I was like, oh.
Really? I didn't see it in theaters.
Sucks. I want my money back.
I don't remember seeing it in theaters. I thought Willie Mae Hayes.
I'm willing to bet those first two
Oh yeah,
movies hold up pretty well.
They switched. That's right. They switched characters because Wesley Snipes wanted more money.
I like comedy Wesley Snipes.
Well, Rambo 5 is winning.
Very underrated comedy actor.
So Rambo 5 is winning. Where's that on? What is that on? Is that on Hoopla?
I think someone said it was on Max in one of the chats here.
Yeah, I think it is too.
I hope we pick Rambo 5 just because that gives me an
it's
excuse to
on
watch
Max.
Rambo 1 again as well.
It's on Max. Yep. So my vote, the poll is wrong. We've watched the Blade films
the Blade
before.
series is another one where part 3 struck out.
Blade Trinity had.
I love those first two Blade movies, but that third one sucks.
Oh, you didn't like Ryan Reynolds and Triple H?
No, it was tonally way off from the first two films.
You know what? You know what?
I gotta say, I like
Rambo,
Ryan Reynolds' performance a bit more restrained.
Rambo 5.
The comedy guy is so much.
Rambo 5 wins it. Rambo 5 wins it. And since we can't watch. Oh wait, is it on? You don't have Disney Plus either. Damn it! God damn it! I was gonna say instead of Paddington 2, Deadpool 2. So, but maybe that's not our next movie. But it's on Disney Plus. Yeah, there is so much on the free stuff out there.
Yeah.
Read.
I'm trying to avoid like the obscure like part 8, part 7 horror sequels, but
I've seen Deadpool 2. I've seen both of those. I don't think Nakattack has seen it. So.
I've seen bits and pieces of 2.
Okay.
Not enough to really know what the hell was going on, but I saw Juggernaut fight somebody in that. I only saw a couple minutes of Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 3
like
comes
Deadpool
out this
1.
year.
Yeah, that trailer was pretty good.
Yeah, it should be fun. Should be a fun movie. So, guys, we're going to be watching We're going to be watching Rambo 5 on the show in 2 weeks. So, be prepared to have fun with that. That is on Max if you guys have that. If you guys don't have that, you're missing out. Or you guys can go pick up a copy probably.
That's where I'm getting my copy.
Yeah, on the library. Go to the library and do that.
It's today's Blockbuster.
Yeah, there you go. And there's only one Blockbuster left, and that's in Bend, Oregon. If you guys are in that area, go enjoy some Blockbuster tonight for your weekend. So, guys, we'll be watching Rambo 5, another great episode of TightSpot's Lounge. I thank everybody for being here tonight. Nakattack, anything else before we go to tell anyone? Anything to say?
Just be cool. Be cool to everybody.
Yep. Be cool. Have a good life. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Enjoy yourselves. Let us know what you guys are doing on the Twitch, so Twitter, the Kick, everywhere. We love you all. See you guys soon. We're going to be rating Sports Gamer online right now. Come join us for the fun. He's playing some college football. CFB playthrough, gameplay going on, available now. You can go watch it. This will be awesome. I'm ready for it. I know we are all. Here we go. Boom. Let's go. That was fun.
People in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
Well, at least 2 active people anyway.
TightSpot coming in with a raid. What is up, man? Thank you so much for that raid.
That's awesome, though. Like it happens. I mean, I'm happy that we had
Thank
him.
y'all so much.
And we're gonna have it next time.
Tonight.
You know what? It's gonna get better.
TightSpot,
Things are happening. You know,
thank y'all
it's
so
the summertime.
much.
People want to listen.
Do you have a list of movies you potentially want to see?
Yeah,
this
I do.
summer?
I do. I'll go through.
I just got a list in my head, and Rainbow 5 was definitely like towards the top of it.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, we were kind of going for that anyway because you said Rainbow 5, and I was going with Paddington 2 originally. I was. We even had it available to watch, and now we can't. And that's fucking bullshit. It's like, god damn it, ruining things.
Yeah, for some reason, like I remember hearing like, oh yeah, Rainbow 5 is coming. Rainbow 5's coming. Then like I remember it came out. And then like I heard nothing about it, and I guess I life was going on so much around me. Like I didn't hear anything about it, good or bad.
Good luck right there for
like, I totally forgot about it. For some reason, I just started remembering it again. I think I saw a trailer for Creed 3, and I was like, oh wait, there's a Rainbow movie I didn't see.
Yeah,
incompletion.
Yeah, so many things.
An interception.
There's so many. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow 2. No, I don't want to see that. That sounds horrible.
You ever see the Toxic Avenger movies?
Yeah, I remember you.
Option here.
You showed me one before. I've seen like
just kind of
on other channels before a little bit.
And just like
hold on, let me get off of here.
The sequel